Love 'em or hate 'em, the Video Game Awards went down last night, and whether or not you watched, there were plenty of new announcements from game modes, release dates, to never before seen games. It's me, Andrew, and I'm here to break it all down for you, so let's get started. Here are 20 new things that we saw at the Game Awards. Starting off at number 20, World War Z, the book/movie, is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Yeah, this was a random announcement, didn't know this was a game that people wanted, but it's coming, and it's being made by Saber Interactive, who's worked on Time Shift, Inversion, and the really awesome Quake Champions. And moving on to number 19, Accounting is coming to PSVR. This is the VR title made by Squanch Games and co-created by Justin Roiland, the dude behind Rick and Morty.
How did you get here? This is my crazy tree.
Is this accounting?
According to them, it'll have double the content, and it looks absolutely absurd. Next up at number 18, next game from Alchemy Labs has been announced as Vacation Simulator, and thankfully it's a successor to their last game, Job Simulator. This is an awesome announcement because Job Simulator was one of the best simple, fun VR experiences. It's good for kids and adults, and this one looks even stupider.
Hey, I was gonna eat that. Okay, whatever floats your boat.
Coming in at number 17, Dreamz Has Returned. Remember how Dreamz was announced? We got another look at it here for the first time since 2015. This PlayStation exclusive is from the team that made Little Big Planet and looks like it'll allow you to create your own game and experiences, as well as play ones created by the developers. It's still a vague concept, but we're kind of into it. Hopefully it actually comes out in 2018. Next up at number 16, the team behind The Vanishing of Ethan Carter announced their new game called Witchfire. You'll be running around a dark and gritty world, trying to survive against the zombies and monsters that are running around in the world. You'll have access to guns and what looks like spells as you fight these monsters off. We didn't really get too much else from the trailer, no date, not even what platforms the game is going to be on. My guess is that we're not going to see this game for a while. And moving on to number 15, we're getting a new independent game from a team of some of the folks behind Payday called GTFO. Yes, that's what it's called. It looks a lot like a Left 4 Dead co-op style zombie monster shooter, but with a good solid emphasis on atmosphere and cinematic action. It looks very Aliens inspired, and I'm very much okay with that.
I hope you bastards are looking up once in a while. Those fuckers might be anywhere.
And coming in at number 14, while not technically announced at the Game Awards, it did drop at that time. GTA Online is getting a crazy new heist with more cinematics, vehicles, and crazy shit with the Doomsday heist. There's also jetpacks and submarine and flying DeLoreans. I can't believe this game keeps going like this, but hey, it's doing well, and it's dropping December 12th. And next up, number 13, Fate to Silence is a newly announced survival game that looks a step above your typical survival game. It's from THQ Nordic and Black Forest Games and looks to have a lot of production value behind it. It's a winter-based survival game with supernatural creatures hunting you down that actually seem pretty cool and not generic. That's all the trailer really gave us, but in a nice surprise, early access is starting December 14th. And next up at number 12, we also got a new look at Metro Exodus. While not a new game announcement, this is a much better look at the game running in-engine, according to Deep Silver. Apparently it's going to be dropping in fall 2018, so we're only 1 year away. And coming up at number 11, we finally got a release date for Sia Thieves. It's coming to PC and Xbox One on March 20th, and it will support crossplay. I don't know about you guys, but this is actually one of my most anticipated games of 2018. I think it looks like a blast. It's also a lot of fun to play, and I can't wait to get it. Moving on to number 10, A Way Out got a new trailer that showed off a lot of the game and also gave us a release date of March 23rd. The game's director also had a lot of things to say. Turns out he really isn't a big fan of the Oscars. Jeff Keighley tried to settle him down a bit, but you could tell that there was no stopping this man, and he was on a mission, and it seemed like he accomplished it. And next up at number 9, Fortnite Battle Royale is getting a brand new timed mode called 50v50, where you play as two teams of 50, obviously. And the last team left standing wins the round. Just like Battle Royale, this new mode is free to play, and it's available right now, but it is timed, and it's only available until December 17th. So if you're gonna play, get on it now. Next at number 8, In the Valley of the Gods got announced. This is the newest game from Campo Santo, the team that brought us Firewatch, and it's due out in 2019. This is set in Egypt during the 1920s, and you play as an explorer and filmmaker as you set out to discover the impossible. We got to see its first trailer, and it looks really pretty. And the music was really cool. Can we just take a minute to acknowledge that? In the trailer, you got to see the playable character working with an AI-controlled partner to move a satchel through an ancient ruin, so we'll probably see more of these co-op-like puzzles in the final release, which is a way off in 2019. Next at number 7, we finally got to see the new PUBG desert map in action. It's called Miramar, and it's going to be launching on December 20th on PC and early 2018 on Xbox One. Along with the release of the map on December 20th, PUBG will also be leaving early access and getting its 1.0 update. This map is going to feature more dense urban areas and a large city, which should really change up the way we play this game. Moving on to number 6, Bayonetta 1 and 2 are both dropping for a Switch on February 16th, 2018. If you haven't played these games yet, it looks like now you have no excuse because they're awesome. And next up at number 5, not only are we getting Bayonetta 1 and 2, but much to everyone's surprise, we're also getting a completely new Bayonetta 3. It also has no release date, just this teaser, and it's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. Moving on to number 4, we finally got a release date for the Breath of the Wild Champions Ballad DLC, and it's out right now. In this expansion, you get to learn more about the 4 champions and Zelda, and seeing that the champions have been dead for quite some time, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of jumps back to the past. You get new shrines, some divine beast looking encounters, new armor and weapons, and a motorcycle. Yeah, Link gets a motorcycle. How awesome is the idea of motocross Link? And next, number 3, in a surprise announcement, we're getting Soulcalibur 6. This is pretty hype, not gonna lie. But what we got was a quick glimpse at gameplay with classic characters Sophidia and Mitsurugi facing off. It looks like it's gonna have cool cinematic moves this time around, but that was all we got. A very quick glimpse of what honestly probably is still very early in development. Still, this is pretty great news. And coming in at number 2, probably one of the bigger reveals of the night, we got our first official look at From Software's new game. We didn't get any title, no date, just a look at a bloody string, nothing really to go on, very vague. Could it be Bloodborne 2? I'd be more than fine with that if it is. And finally at number 1, and I'm sure no one's surprised by this, Hideo Kojima dropped a new, lengthy Death Stranding trailer, and it's more Death Stranding. While it is incredibly weird, it looks like we're starting to see at least some elements of an actual game here. This is a creepy, unsettling trailer that leaves me with even more questions than I already had before, and I didn't even think that was possible, man. Like, this thing is out there. And those are 20 new things that we saw at the Game Awards, but we want to hear from you, so meet us down in the comments below and let us know what you think. Also, as I'm sure you already know, hitting the like button really helps us out, and if you're new here, we put out videos like this every single day, and the best way to get them is by subscribing to the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on gameranx.